Old school strength always started with something simple, not with trends, not with fancy words, not with promises. In old kettlebell training books, everything was explained very directly. Strength is built over years, through order, through repetition, through discipline, through correct movement. A kettlebell is not a toy and not a fitness accessory. It is a tool that shapes the body and the character. And the simpler the method, the more reliable it is. On the internet, you will find thousands of videos and articles that keep repeating the same thing. 5, 7, 10 best kettlebell exercises. They say it's enough to train the whole body, get stronger, and lose fat. But let's be honest, a kettlebell is not 10 exercises. It's a whole system. With a kettlebell, you can perform hundreds of movements. So why settle for less when you can use more? By the way, write in the comments, what are your favorite kettlebell exercises? Today is a compilation. No detailed technique explanations, just a clear demonstration. And if you have the basics and you know how to hold a kettlebell properly, this collection will expand your training way, make it more effective, and give you real progress. For beginners, 1 kettlebell is usually enough. For advanced athletes, 2 kettlebells are more than enough. Now a question for you. What is your working weight? What kettlebell do you train with most often? Write it in the comments. And one important thing, before doing these exercises, you must warm up properly. Prepare your heart and your breathing for work. Warm up the joints. Wake up the ligaments in the muscles. And only then start. Now the most important question. How do you train with this material? You can use any training method and it will work with kettlebells. For example, EMOM, a fixed number of reps every minute for 10, 12, or 15 minutes. AMRAP, as many reps as possible in a given time. A pyramid, 1 round with 1 rep, 2nd round with 2 reps, 3rd round with 3 reps, and so on, as long as you can keep your pace and your technique. Classic kettlebell sports style work, 10 minutes, maximum reps of 1 exercise. Intervals, for example, 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Tabata, short, hard, intense. Or a strength format, 5 sets of 5 reps. Or training for muscle, 4 working sets of 8 to 12 reps. All training methods can be used with kettlebells. There are no limits here. The only thing that limits you is your imagination and your discipline. You can also train in a circuit format. Circuit training is perfect for fighters from different disciplines and wrestlers. That's when you do 1 exercise for 1 minute, then the next one, then the next one, moving from station to station. You can train like CrossFit, in rounds. For example, you pick 3 movements and a number of reps like 5, 10, 15, and you complete 5 rounds. You can also do CrossFit style chippers. When you start with a high volume, 100 reps of the first exercise, 90 of the second, 80 of the third, 70 of the fourth, and then you go down to 30, 20, and 10 reps at the end. All of these systems fit kettlebell training perfectly. The main question is, how often should you train with kettlebells? It depends on how prepared the athlete is and how experienced you are with 1 kettlebell or with 2. I recommend using periodization. 1 day, a light or medium kettlebell. The next day, 2 medium kettlebells. Then the 3rd day, a heavy kettlebell or 2 heavy kettlebells. And then a rest day. So you get about 3 to 5 training sessions per week. It's also very good to combine kettlebell training with bodyweight training, because without push-ups, without burpees, without jump rope, without running or swimming, it's very hard to build a truly balanced training plan and develop a complete body. Simple walking and cycling are also great cardio options that help you add variety to your training and become stronger in real life. And again, as I said earlier, the kettlebell is a system. And the system is not only training, the system also includes nutrition. If you want real progress, you need to balance your diet. At the very least, cut out junk food and alcohol, and get rid of bad habits. Reduce sugar, reduce flour-based foods, less salt, more water. Pay attention to protein intake. The best sources are eggs, milk, meat, fish. A great habit is to add seafood at least once a week. That's a simple thing that truly improves recovery and overall quality. And one more foundation that many people ignore, sleep. Nothing restores you better than sleep. Not massage, not stretching, not motivation. Sleep is the foundation. And if you want to strengthen the system even more, you can use protein powder and periodically use creatine during training periods. No fanaticism, but smart and consistent. And then, in a solid system, training, nutrition, recovery, you will truly start getting impressive results with kettlebells. And one more important thing, no matter what training system you choose, the most important thing is to come back every time with a small plus, with a little more reserve, with a small improvement, one step forward, because progress is the foundation. Without progress, it's very hard to move forward. And to make progress happen, you need to pay attention to nutrition, sleep, recovery, and reducing stress. Even though kettlebell training itself is one of the best ways to reduce stress, because our body, our muscle, is our pharmacy. As Marcus Aurelius said, the healthier the body, the healthier the man. His thoughts, his character, his approach to life and to other people. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about this format and what exercises you want to see next?